IPMNation.com.
This is John from theSHIFT. You're listening to Local Outbreak on the Planet and IPM Nation.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation, and we're here tonight at the studio as we do the show here every week at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. Funky little gift shop and art gallery, and like I always say, please support your local businesses. In addition to local music, very, very important. Of course, we're also sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Tim Martin does a phenomenal job. And, of course, Tweak Sound and Mastering in Concord, New Hampshire. If you need some audio engineering done, Mr. Matt Marcil, you can find him there, tweaksound.com. And, of course, Sonic Wallpaper, who are providing music lessons for some mostly teenagers and under in the local area who cannot afford music lessons otherwise. Ryan LeMay, he's been on the show talking about that, and they're doing some really good stuff. And we have with us tonight the three guys from the band theSHIFT. How are you, gentlemen?
What's happening, Matt?
What's up?
We've got all three of you here. Sometimes I interview bands, and it's not everyone makes it, but I guess when there's only three of you, you can all.
Yeah.
You can all make the trip. So, Ben, why don't we start with you, and just if you could each tell me who you are and what you do in the band.
All right, my name is Benjamin Geis. People call me Benny Bass. I play the bass in the band, and I sing backup vocals.
Okay.
MJ Lambert, drummer.
That's it? Just a drummer?
That's it. That's all I do.
Okay.
John Shannon, lead vocals and guitars.
All right.
Is that all you do?
There's a lot of other things.
He does
too.
more than you.
Matt's got jokes.
I do. Well, why don't we play something, and then we'll come back and we'll chat. You guys got I don't know, what do you guys want to open the show with?
Guess what? I start with Cobra?
Yeah, let's give him Cobra.
Cobra? All right. So we're going to hear Cobra from theSHIFT, and then we'll come back and talk with these guys here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Take a listen.
Inside
Hi, this is Ryan LeMay from the New Prophets, and I'd like to tell you about a program called Sonic Wallpaper, which is donation-based guitar lessons offered at the Laconia Community Center every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 o'clock. Sign up directly at the community center, call, or go on their website for more information, or email me at thenewprophets@gmail.com. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Body Health, Massage and Wellness, BluePlanetCMS.com, Jennifer's Color Bar, German Motorsports, George Chiquette, Rob Reed, Bob Rice, The New Prophets, Manchester Music Mill, and Abbott Business Networks.
This is Benny Bass from theSHIFT. You're listening to Local Outbreak on the Planet and IPM Nation.
IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. This is Matt from IPM Nation. We're here with the guys from theSHIFT. And now, so does one of you or all of you have roots here in New Hampshire? Because I know you're currently based in New York, right?
Yeah, we're based in New York City. I'm from this area, New Hampshire. I'm from New Hampton originally.
Oh, okay.
Benny Bass, yeah.
Okay.
And then these two guys, John here's from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And MJ, where are you from, MJ?
Well, originally I was born in Virginia, and then I moved to Chicago, and then Boston, now New York.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you've been all around.
Been around.
That's right.
So how did you guys connect with your varying geographical
We
locations?
connected in New York because we were all freelance in New York City, and we were on a gig with different bands, and we realized that we had kind of known each other from the past, and we just decided to get together and play, and there was just the chemistry was there, and we just roll with that. So yeah, just in New York City, just in the New York scene.
So all three of you were actually in bands at the time that you met?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all worked as did a lot of different session work individually, too, with different artists.
Like multiple bands. You know?
Really?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
us, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool. So you were all active working musicians when you met.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when did theSHIFT form? How long has this project been going?
It's about a little over a year now, I think, right?
Oh, so relatively new.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
Totally.
What was it that went into the three of you deciding to do this? I mean, did that include leaving your existing projects, or do any of you still have multiple projects, or are you fully committed to this? Or?
For the most part, we decided that we've all been doing sideman work for so long.
Yeah.
That we really felt strongly about this as sort of our thing.
Yeah.
Time to push it right now.
Yeah, so we're going pretty hard for it. That being said, we still occasionally when we can we'll play for
John
other
still
people,
does
but-
sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben and I still do sessions, but for the most part, this is taking up all our time now because we're going hard for it.
Is it something that you kind of waded into in terms of like you guys got together and started playing and writing, and then sort of over time made the decision? Because it seems like with your previous situations professionally, there was probably more security in that, in continuing to do that.
Right. Well, I mean, it really happened sporadically. I mean, as soon as we met, there was just an energy there, and the music just happened quick, and gigs started happening quick, and it was just really an organic process that kind of lifted us up out of a lot of the other stuff and into doing this, pretty full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Excellent. And so, what do you have out now? So you have is it an EP? Is it an album that you have out now, or because you?
Yeah, we have an EP out.
Okay.
6-song EP called Seventh Direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is available on our website, shiftwithus.com.
Yeah.
Excellent. I dig
iTunes and all that.
I dig the site, by the way, and I like the
Oh,
video
thanks.
for was it Dreams? Is that the song that is on the site with the video?
We have Dreams and Cobra. Dreams
Okay.
is in L.A., palm trees and stuff. Cobra,
Yeah.
it's like a party in New York.
Okay, yeah, I was watching
Yeah.
the video for Dreams earlier today.
Yeah,
That's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Thanks,
very
man.
cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a
It was-
good time making that.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of fun to make.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Are you guys on a label, or are you totally?
We're independent right now.
Yeah, it's cool that we live in an era where you can do that.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when you really, to be able to go out and tour and promote and get radio play and whatnot, there was a time when you needed a label
Sure.
to do that.
Sure.
And now, people complain about how the internet's changed
Mm-hmm.
the industry and whatnot. Some people complain about it, but a lot of people find ways to benefit from it, as you guys have. So
Sure.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's easy. You can make a record and get it up and out there and on your own if you want
Yeah.
to.
Well, it's easy if you have something really good.
Yeah.
Not everyone. Anybody can put something up on YouTube, but it's not necessarily,
Yeah.
worth not everyone's going to get an interview on a show like this just because they
That's right.
put
That's
something
right.
out there
Thanks for having us.
in the internet. So now, why an EP? I'm always curious what goes into whether to do an EP or an album or just singles or.
Well, I think in this case, what it was we had a bunch of great music to pick from when we went to record.
Yeah.
But we wanted to make an opening statement that was strong, that wasn't a full record. So we could potentially make videos for all of them, so people can listen to the entire thing. Because certain things about a record that has a different extended play to it. It's more of a journey you take a listener. This is like an introduction kind of thing, like an appetizer course. And we have another record that we are working on right now that we put out next, type of thing. We kind of use it to get publicity and build the band. Like we said, we're about a year old, so it's all been just kind of like a ramp up and getting our fans to know us, and lucky enough to have good people like y'all playing it on the radio. So we're just happy. We're so happy that people are really responding to the record.
Is it hard, because you mentioned you've got a lot of material, so when you go to do an EP, is it hard to kind of narrow that down? Are there arguments or
Sometimes that's hard. I think in this case it was sort of like the way this happened, it was so natural. The way the music, like the songs decided themselves how they were going to be recorded.
It was pretty obvious.
Sorry
to cut you off, but it was pretty obvious, and it felt like it was just we just went with everyone that had the freshest feeling to us at the moment.
Yeah,
because we were going with the air that things were building. We wanted to record it, and because we had older material that maybe we were even more comfortable with.
Sure,
but we just wanted to portray and get that feeling across of newness, and we wanted to be experiencing it while we were recording it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Where did you record? Because everything, it sounds phenomenal. It's
We recorded in Brooklyn at a great studio there. The board that we used was...
It was 1972 Neve that was
George Martin.
Oh, really?
George Martin's old board.
No kidding.
Yeah, they
really?
did 2 Who records on it. It's at Mission in Brooklyn, Mission.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that gives it a warm sound, huh?
Yeah, it was very cool.
That's nice. Yeah,
we're working with a lot of great guys on the record too. So,
did you say you're already working on the next one, or you're writing?
Yeah, we're working at a great studio actually here in New Hampshire, in Brookline, New Hampshire, called Metronome Studios.
Excellent.
Yep. Great engineer over there, who's our great friend Pete Boards, and great team. So
that's a name that's showed up on the show before. Definitely,
I would think. Yeah, they're the best.
Absolutely. What are you doing right now in the area? Are you recording now, or are you? I know you're playing some shows while you're here.
We're doing a private thing tomorrow, and then we're playing in Bristol on Sunday at the Purple Pit, which is this great little club that we get into every once in a while. Yeah, so we're just on a little weekend extension here up in New Hampshire.
It's actually one of our favorite places to play.
Really?
Of all time. It's awesome.
It just sounds great in there.
Really?
It's got a great sound, and it's like a little jazz club in Bristol, New Hampshire. It's crazy.
You never think it was there. Like, you kind of walk in, and then it's like a coffee shop, and then in the back, where you'd think it was not a club, there happens to be a little club there with like leather couches and
That's
coffee
amazing.
tables.
Yeah. In
Pretty
Bristol,
warm
huh?
sound.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
You got to check
purple.
it out.
That's really cool.
Everything's purple.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's really warm. Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, why don't we play another track from the disc? What do you guys want to play next?
Why don't we check out Consecrate?
Okay. Is this one getting some play? Off air, I thought I heard this name come up when you were talking earlier.
It's possible. Right now, I think you guys are playing Consecrate.
Yeah, I've heard
Playing it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've heard it a couple times.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, we'll hear it now. So this is Consecrate from theSHIFT here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Look up, the sun is spinning. Look down. consecrate the ground. I don't recall the day that I was born. I don't recall the place I was. I'm coming from the moon, stars and sun. I'm coming from the place I was. I didn't have a name, but I was born. I didn't have a place, but I found one. You're talking to the trees and the ocean waves. You're talking to the place we were. I'm saying that we were. Look up, the moon is phasing. Look down, the earth is turning round. Look up, the eagles flying. If you wanna consecrate the ground. And if you wanna concentrate on what's been found. I don't recall the day that I was born. I don't recall the place that I was. I'm coming from the moon, stars and sun. I'm coming from the place that I was. I didn't have a name, but I was born. I didn't have a place, but I found one. You're talking to the trees and the ocean waves. You're talking to the place we were. Oh, I'm saying that we were. I'm saying that we were. I don't recall the day that I was born. I don't recall the place I was. I'm coming from the moon and the stars and the sun. I'm coming from the place that we were. I didn't have a name, but I was born. I didn't have a place, but I found one. You're talking to the trees and the ocean waves. You're talking to the place that we are. Yeah, I'm saying that we are. Yeah, I'm saying that we are. Oh, I'm saying that we are. Yeah, I'm saying that we are. If you wanna consecrate the ground.
This is MJ Lambert from theSHIFT, and you're listening to Local Outbreak on the Planet and IPM Nation.
IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. This is Matt from IPM Nation. We're talking with the guys from theSHIFT. We've got Ben, MJ, and John here. And so the next, we mentioned the next disc. Is that going to be an EP as well, or will that be a full length, or do you know yet? Or
That'll be a full length.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. I mean, we're still, our priority is still getting this music from Seventh Direction out there, but,
yeah.
it's all, we're always working on lots of things and just, to keep evolving as a band and
Yeah.
songwriters and players.
Are you touring a lot? Or
Constantly.
Are you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that difficult with? I mean, because you're recording. You've got the new album that you're working on, and you're touring. I mean, is that hard to balance all that?
Actually, I love it. I think that we all love it because it kind of fuels the songs. The songs grow in a live way.
Yeah.
And then your energy, you can take some of that energy from the crowds and the great fans that we have that come out and see us.
Yeah.
And take that into the studio so, you can carry some of that energy into the booth.
Yeah.
You would say.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
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 Is there a lot of new, really new material? Because you mentioned, too, you had stuff left over that you couldn't fit on the...
we're constantly
on the EP.
always writing new songs
Are you?
and
Yeah.
and reworking stuff.
Reworking older stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many songs do you guys have? Because,
Oh,
again, it's a
I don't
fairly
really-
new project.
I don't really
in a way,
know.
so-
Probably like 20, 20
That's pretty- wow.
25 or something.
No kidding. That's awesome.
That's like a modest estimate, I think. But
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have just under, because we've done it before, we have just under 4 hours worth of music.
Wow.
Yeah.
that we perform
Huh.
regularly, and then there
Yeah,
is
we
some
can
other
improvise for another 20
Really,
hours.
20 hours straight of all improvisation. Yeah.
Yeah, considering how new the project is, that's pretty good. That's a lot of music. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
We got a lot to say, Matt.
Yeah. Yes. Do you all write together, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
It's
That's
a
good.
collaborative process. Like in some instances, I'll bring something in and we'll just work on it from there. Or Ben or MJ brings something in, ideas, and we have a nice chemistry for just all together working through the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you're doing now, obviously on a business and marketing level, is working for you. But are you interested in? Are you trying to? You don't hear it as much as you used to, but people say this. But is there a goal to get like a major record deal, or do you think you prefer the freedom to, not be held to, once you sign a deal, there's certain expectations as far as what you're going to write and record and.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different options out there, and some people think that a major label is not the best way.
Yeah.
There's also smaller independent labels that do great work as well.
Yeah.
We're definitely looking just to to partner with people that who want to get great music out into the world to help us do that for this music.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think whatever comes with this band, it seems to be that the right thing will come along at the right time in the right place, and it will be the right fit. So I'm not really shut off to any option because I think that we do have a global appeal and that we're trying to make huge moves.
Right.
And when the right people come along and see that and we like that, I think we're going to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's about what it is.
It seems like you're on the right path. Like you said,
Thanks.
everything's been very sort of organic in terms of how things have come together and whatnot. So that's good. You find that flow to it. That's really good.
Oh yeah.
What about as far as the touring? I mean, are you doing shows where you're headlining, or are you opening for anybody, or have you hopped on any tours with other?
Well, we've done both. I mean,
Yeah.
we've gone and played places, all night long. We've geared up with other bands.
Who's the last
Generally-
one we opened for, though?
The Fix.
Yeah,
Oh, no kidding, really?
Yeah, we opened for
Oh,
the
wow.
Fix in New York City at BB King's Blues Club.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a great time.
Yeah.
These guys are cool.
They're good lads.
Yeah.
And so, basically at this point, it's all about breaking into new markets. We've already been around the country twice.
Yeah.
And up and down the East Coast once. So
Yeah.
we've covered the entire, the West Coast and the East Coast and in between. So
Yeah.
our plan is to just keep it going and keep building these different markets. And however we can get into better clubs with better, with better bands and just keep moving up the ladder.
Yeah,
That's what it
and,
is,
and, all,
yeah.
and really all that's all about like finding our fans, because there's a lot of music out there, and so we're trying to just connect with the people who will love what we do,
Yeah.
That's right. That's why we always encourage people to find us on social media.
Yeah.
Facebook/Shift With Us. Go to our website, which is shiftwithus.com. Instagram /Shift With Us. You can find us.
Where does everyone always hates this question, but where does the name come from? Does the name have any specific meaning?
Yeah, I mean it's an open meaning, but it's if you sense that it's towards some kind of cosmic consciousness shift, you're correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, because I notice the logo, it's lowercase the, and then shift is in all caps. So I figured
Yeah. Well, in relation to that, I mean that's just kind of play and a visual play on the idea of something shifting.
Okay.
Within the name.
Like when you shift on the
like the
keyboard, which literally did not occur to me until just now.
Almost any meaning, yeah. It could be shift on the keyboard. It could be shift when you're driving.
Yeah.
It could be just shift perceptually.
Yeah.
Small to big time. Whatever.
Cool.
Yeah. But I mean, our general directive for our music is to, the shift. It's that music can affect your awareness. It can affect your perception. It's not just a song. It's not just entertainment. It's an energetic happening.
Right.
And we're all very aware of that and bringing that experience, through music, which is a powerful tool to do that, and through rock and roll, because rock and roll is such high energy, and high energy, tends to combust and create, new universes, or however it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Got very zen there.
Explode.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Some bands, I'll ask them, so what does the name mean? And then we just thought it sounded cool. So I'm glad it has, something behind it. Not that there's anything wrong with names that just sound cool, but
that is behind it. But we did also take the name from Hetty Pat, our bartender friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. We were trying to come up with a band name. This is a good story. I was talking to him, and we were talking about how the idea of shape-shifting is cool, but you can't use it as a band name because, like, Robert Plant's crew and because of other reasons. So we didn't like that, but we liked the idea of, like, shifting, something about it.
Right.
And then I was at B.B. King's Blues Club, and the head bartender is one of my great friends, Hetty Pat, and he goes to lots of concerts. He's a real cool dude.
First name Hetty, last name Pat.
Yeah, so I said, Hetty Pat, what's a good band name? Just cold, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The next day, and he said, I think the shift is a good idea, and we had just had the conversation, so I was like, wow, that's something,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
It all comes together. Well, why don't we let's play another track from the disc, Seventh Direction. Is that the name?
Seventh Direction.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure I got the name right. From the EP. What do you guys want to play next?
Let's do Dreams.
Dreams. Okay,
Yeah.
and this is the big single, right?
Yeah, and this is the video we released recently.
Yeah.
We filmed it out in L.A.
Yeah, I'd encourage people to go online and check out the video, too.
Definitely.
Right on the homepage of shiftwithus.com. It's very, very cool. So let's play that, and then we'll come back and chat a little more. So this is Dreams from The Shift here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation.
Leaving as we're walking out, the lights of the city burn bright on the inside. Everybody wanted to be far, not near. Or can they see when you disappear with me? But we can break it down from your right to your left, from your up to down, just to give me your best shot. Dark as the night, so I'll shine a light. Have no doubt we're gonna work the whole thing out. Dreams are calling out my name, so everybody knows your name, so what? Soul. Everybody will know my name, so Everybody knows your name, so what? I heard it on the southern wind of my soul. Everybody will know my name, know my name. Dreams are calling out my name, so everybody who knows your name sold out. I had it on the southern wind, it's in my soul. Everybody will know my name. Yo, somebody what?
Hi, this is Ryan LeMay from the New Prophets, and I'd like to tell you about a program called Sonic Wallpaper, which is donation-based guitar lessons offered at the Laconia Community Center every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 o'clock. Sign up directly at the Community Center, call, or go on their website for more information, or email me at thenewprophets@gmail.com. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, Body Health, Massage and Wellness, BluePlanetCMS.com, Jennifer's Color Bar, German Motorsports, George Chiquette, Rob Reed, Bob Rice, The New Prophets, Manchester Music Mill, and Abbott Business Networks.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. This is Matt from IPM Nation. Just want to remind everybody, of course, too, that you can find every episode of Local Outbreak going all the way back to the beginning at ipmnation.com/Local Outbreak, where we archive all the shows, including, we were talking off air, Ben brought up Airtight.
Airtight.
That is still there. And should we mention what we were talking about? No, you'd rather leave that out of it? Okay. But what do you guys are you guys going to be doing a lot of touring? I mean, you're in New Hampshire right now, but what's next for the shift?
Our next New England stuff is we'll be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, actually at Press Room. Just on Friday, November 20th, opening for the Tan Vampires. 21st, we'll be in Winooski at Monkey Bar, that's up in Burlington area, and a bunch of stuff before that. Some shows in New York at Rockwood Music Hall. And the end of this month, we're psyched. We're going to be going down to Nashville to play. There's a big showcase down there called Whiskey Jam, and we're invited to play that. It's like 3 or 4 bands play. It's an awesome scene. So we'll be down south, down there in Maryland, cool. Philly. So we're just continuing to tour and book shows.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a big Florida run coming up in December,
That's right.
Okay, good.
Then in January we're gonna hit probably another West Coast tour. We're working on all the details now.
Yeah.
And then our management's working on getting us over to Europe for all the summer festivals, stuff like this.
Yeah.
Keeping it moving.
Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent. And shiftwithus.com is the website.
Yeah.
Yep.
I assume just the shift was probably taken by somebody somewhere, right?
There's I think there's a movie that took it or something.
Yeah, I think somebody's got to have that.
As soon as we came up with Shift With Us, we were like, that's awesome, because
it
has that like come along, which is what we kind of think our fans, when they hear the music and they love it, they kind of keep listening to it and staying with us, and that's what we hope for. So.
It's a call to action.
That's
Shift
correct.
With Us. Yeah,
that's right, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. And of course, you can find you on Facebook and all the social media. And if somebody's Googling you too, I mean, it just the shift, one word, right? If they're Googling you, probably because
that's the best way.
Yeah, the shift. Band NYC, theSHIFT Dreams, theSHIFT Cobra. You know, could throw one of the songs in there.
Yeah, true.
Cobra with a K.
Cobra with the K.
Okay, yeah. Not everyone's Google. You would think everyone could easily use Google, and yet every once in a while there's someone say, "How do I Google this?" It's like, what do you mean? You type in words. And
literally whatever you're thinking.
Then you click search.
It'll help you out.
Find something.
Well, guys, thanks so much. This has been great. I know you're going to play live for us here at the studio.
Yeah.
So, and people will get to hear that on the next program. So, looking forward to that. And I guess we're going to include a couple other live songs as well from another performance. So we're going to get even more of the shift on the next local outbreak. So we'll be doing that. But guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Also, by the way, thank you to Lisa from The Planet because she's in the house tonight. This is the
Lisa!
first.
Hey!
Lisa.
She's the reason that we got you guys booked on the show because she's been a big supporter. So and
She's
now
the
I
best.
am as well.
I love Lisa.
Absolutely. So thank you, Lisa, and thanks everybody.
Thanks for everybody for listening to the shift too.
And
everyone out there.
And what do you guys want to play to finish the show?
Let's do a song called Sideways View.
Sideways View.
Last song of the EP.
All right, great. So this is Sideways View from the shift. I'm sorry, Sideways or Sideway?
Sideways.
Sideways, plural. I want to make sure I get it right. All right, Sideways View from the shift here on Local Outbreak. Take a listen.
It's an elastical feeling, floating in sand in the morning, giving into what was never there. I've been in every direction, even the seventh direction. And if you can see it, then it is not there. Do you believe in the things you choose? Or do you believe that it's just some sideways view? If you would speak it, well, maybe you'd lose. But you sit in silence and just defuse. Making alarm calls to find you, tracking the silence behind you. But you were nowhere and already gone. We were out searching for something when you got lost in a calling. Stepped into curve lights to turn you on. Do you believe in the things you do? Or do you believe that it's just some sideways view? 'Cause if you believe it, then baby it's true.
IPMNation.com.